These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Incredible journey. We are nuclear power plants. We come from the quantum field. Our essence is quantum, yet we are driving our cars, weaving between lanes on the freeway called life. How ironic. We have between 50 to 100 trillion cells in the body. Each cell's average membrane potential is 70 millivolts or 0.07 volts. Let's go with the lowest figure of 50 trillion cells. 50 trillion cells times 0.07 volts equals 3.5 trillion volts. The ancient yogis knew for thousands of years this fact. They knew our true nature is quantum. Mind you, they didn't call it that. We are stardust. We came from a supernova exploding. Nuclei are around 100,000 times smaller than the atoms they are housed in. If the nucleus was the size of a peanut, the atom would be the size of a baseball stadium. If we lost all the dead space inside our atoms, we'd be able to fit into a particle of dust. The entire human species would fit into the volume of a sugar cube. Do you get excited about hearing these facts? I certainly do. The mystics have said we have an inner laboratory within. We can discover our true nature. Hobby. The definition of a hobby is as follows. Activity is done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. And I love that definition. What are your hobbies? I love ethnic food cooking. Ever since I was 5 years old, my mom and dad introduced me to it. I love the diversity of each cuisine. The smell, the spices fills the kitchen air. I'm not in a hurry. Time is on my side. Cooking with love is natural. Unlike cooking in most restaurants, is for a profit. Love is the main ingredient in life. Cooking with this ingredient consciously makes the meal even more delicious. Laughter is in the air. Laughter and love go together. It infuses the dish with divine intoxication. Who said you can't get drunk by eating your vegetables? Throughout ages, moms have cooked like this. On Sunday, the whole clan comes over for dinner. Conversations are in the air. The celebrations of friendship fills the air. Let's toast to life. Remember the sweet moments of your mom's cooking. You can still smell the aroma long after she passes. If we could capture that feeling, the world would be in a better place. Sweet memories, don't take them for granted. Hobby, too. My dad loved to cook. That was his hobby. That was quite unusual for a man in the 1950s. Usually the chores of cooking was mom's roles. My dad was outside of the box. He taught me at a young age to do the same thing. He had in his blood the capability to transform food. All my friends were amazed. I remember my dad telling me that he had a yoga teacher in the early 60s. He was going to USC. That was quite revolutionary for its time, especially growing up in Orange County. We spent only a few years in the house of the future, yet that experience molded me for my entire life. It gave me the fortitude of thinking and embracing new thoughts. I knew that a part of me was the universe. When I was young, I couldn't quite put it into words. Over 50 years later, this theme is a significant part of my life. I'm not kidding when I say we have the hardware and software to discover our true nature. I hope my writings inspire you to look in different ways to think outside of the box. Not only to think, but to have daily experiences of your true existence. Today is Christmas. The light of all lights exists inside of you. You just have to consciously flip on the switch. Nobody can do it for you. A wise man elegantly said, you can take a horse to water. You can't make a drink, yet you can put salt in his food. Preventative. The definition of preventative is as follows. Designed to keep something undesirable, such as illness, harm, or accidents from happening. Preventative medicine. Quite frankly, our nation isn't very good at it. New Zealand took serious measures for the virus. Consequently, everything is almost back to normal. In the US, the current administration had no plan. They mocked the new president to be for wearing a mask. After each holiday, there were serious spikes in death and people getting the virus. Thanksgiving was the breaking point. A few weeks later, all hospitals in California were at the breaking point. Still, over 85 million Americans traveled during Christmas. Thanksgiving only had 25 to 35 million. Yet look at the havoc that has been done. We think we are in bad shape now. Just wait a few more weeks. In New Zealand, they used common sense and had a serious master plan. In the White House, they had parties with no social distancing and wearing a mask. Millions of people get their guidance from the White House. If the president doesn't wear a mask, I'm not going to wear one. The deaths and people getting the virus go higher day by day. Common sense is uncommon. One wise man once said that we are sawing the branch we are sitting on. The current administration went out to lunch and never came back. New Year's is coming next week. How many people will ignore the recommendations from the CDC? We have shallow and unselfish thinking. Talk to the people on the front lines, and they are desperate for Americans to listen and follow basic guidelines. Talk to the people who lost their loved ones and will never get it back. Have we turned into a selfish nation? It's all about my inconvenience. Thousands of frontline workers have lost their lives trying to keep us alive. You can drink your champagne in your living room this New Year's. That's the least you can do. Wisdom. The definition of wisdom is as follows: the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. Listen to his words of wisdom. Wisdom is different from information. We are inundated with information. So much can be true, yet so much is false. Many people like to spin the truth. Many people pass on information as truth, yet they know it is a lie. How does one become wise during these difficult times? So many people force their information on you. The wise man understands only by entering the state of silence does true wisdom arise. In silence lies the infinite fountain of wisdom. The wise man just smiles at life. He has nothing to prove. Enjoy every breath you've been given. Enjoy every breath you've been given. If there's any helpful tip, I would say this: behind your breath lies the treasure chest of knowledge. The entire universe is keeping you alive. That is a fact. What do you think? Do you get excited by this? Or is this a boring subject? Let's talk about something else. Only by your will can you understand this riddle. It's in your hand. The wise men have been saying this for thousands of years. Our internal mirror is cloudy. Now is the time to clean it. You will see your true nature. Grandma Josie. Wow, Grandma Josie. My brother John and I were blessed to have her. Many of my principles in life came from her. At that time, I didn't know I was soaking in it all like a sponge. She was a Christian Scientist. Her mom was good friends with Mary Baker Eddy, the founder of Christian Scientist. I remember being exposed to many different healthy foods. She gave us pine nuts, dates, fresh apples, and carrot juice. She enjoyed Jack LaLanne. Maybe this is where John and I got into preventative medicine at such a young age. I always believed that we are our own drugstores. There are natural laws of the universe. If you follow these laws, one becomes healthy in mind, body, and soul. The disease is when the mind, body, and soul are stressed out. They are not in harmony. I spent my whole entire life living these principles. Each day we can fine-tune this guitar of life. We can never rest on our laurels. We are on an infinite journey. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. By doing this, you will be in harmony. Your body will thank you for this. When the body is in harmony, the mind will be in harmony. When the mind and body are in harmony, your soul will be in harmony. During this pandemic, you can learn how to live in the center of the hurricane. It is your choice. Nobody can do it for you. Praise. The definition of praise is as follows: the expression of approval or admiration for someone or something. We are built to receive praise and to give praise. It is built into our very nature. One who taps into silence understands this message. In silence, the universe praises us. We are a part of her. That's our true nature. Yet in silence, we praise nature. Silence is the ultimate way of praising. No words need to be spoken. There is a direct communication to the jewel that lies within. This is who you truly are. You are the universe. You just don't know. You are magnificent. You might ask yourself, what happened? How did I lose my connection? Praise your mind, body, and soul. Listen to what it's telling you. Slow down. Learn to enter into the silence. You're so busy looking at the world. The greatest treasure exists inside of you. Only you can dig it up. Nobody can do it for you. Harmony. The definition of harmony is as follows. A. An orderly or pleasing combination of elements in a whole. Color harmony, the order and harmony of the universe. A relationship in which various components exist together without destroying one another. Different kinds of fish living in harmony. A relationship characterized by a lack of conflict or by agreement as of opinion or interest. Family harmony. We need harmony in our lives. Think it over. How much in harmony is your mind, body, and soul connection? Do you ever think about it? Are you consciously trying to fine-tune the guitar of life? Do you think before you speak? Or do you just rattle what comes to your mind? A wise man is one who strives for harmony in each and every moment. Harmony is a state of being. Harmony is a state of mind. We live our lives in chaos, yet we think everything is fine. A wise man understands the world may be in chaos, yet he can live in the center of the hurricane. The older I get, I see the importance of harmony in my life. Our lifestyles directly relate to the state of harmony we are in. If you have a chaotic lifestyle, your life will be chaotic. The disease will be coming, knocking on your door. Even if you consciously try to be in harmony, events will happen to you. But because of consciously trying to be in harmony, they will be small hiccups in life. Even if it is a major bump you hit on the road in life, harmony acts as a shock absorber. Someday, death will be knocking on your door. A man of harmony knows that he is eternal. It's time to change our clothes. This state of mind exists inside of you. Grace. The definition of grace is as follows. A. A virtue coming from God. B. A state of sanctification enjoyed through divine assistance. C. Approval, favor. There is a shower of grace existing inside of us. No matter what's going outside, the shower is always on. It's the most wonderful shower there is. It cleanses the mind, body, and soul. One who enters into the silence understands this riddle. It is always there. Yet, we are looking in the wrong direction. The more you pay attention to something, the more attention it pays to you. Pay attention to grace, and grace will pay attention to you. Meditation allows one to open the door to the shower within. Step into your shower. It's at the perfect temperature